Good day, folks. I again want to read to you Lamentations 4 verse 1. How the gold has lost its luster. Even the finest gold has become dull. The sacred gemstones lie scattered in the streets. The only way that sacred gems can end up in the street is if we do not esteem those gems for what they are really worth. If we do not attribute the value to those gems that belong to them. You see, the way that you see yourself is the way that you're going to behave. You see, it's not just other people that you must look at through eyes of love, but you must also accept yourself for who you are, for who God made you to be. You see, the writer is saying that gold, that pure gold, that good gold became dull. The problem wasn't with the gold, but the fact that it became dull because it wasn't looked after. But if you polish that gold, I promise you, it will shine like it was when it was originally sold or made available to the people. And that's a precious thing about gold. And just like that, if people's been like rejected so many times by society, by their friends and so on, later on they will see themselves as something that's just worthless, and therefore constantly being thrown away. They see themselves as rubbish, and that's why they behave accordingly. That's why we get like the hobo on the street, people who's just quit in life. They just don't want to go on because they've been rejected too many times. I know that in my jewelry shop, I had like the real gold that I ordered from Palindaba, and you usually got it like in crumps, and you could weigh it, and it was in small packets. And I've immediately after buying gold, I always locked it up in my safe. The same with the diamonds and jewelry from clients. I always locked it up in the safe because it was too valuable to get lost. But the costume jewelry, or the jewelry only plated with a thin layer of gold, it's not the real thing. I didn't really care for those jewelry. My children played with it, to be honest. My daughter wore those jewelry because I knew that it's cheap. And the reason why so many women are standing on street corners, why you find that pure gold that God created for himself in his image, standing there on the street corner or in the street, selling herself cheaply, is because she doesn't believe anymore that she's gold. She cannot even see herself anymore the way that God sees her. And it will often take a person like you and me to remind those people of their value, so that they can again discover themselves. Woe to those men who pay a fee to use those women, abuse them, and then throw them away. I don't want to be in your shoes. I pray to you all, doesn't matter who you are, that you will see your value in God's eyes. That you will see the value in that hobo, in that prostitute, standing there in the streets. Because now you know the reason why they're standing there. And they need to be reminded through love and acceptance, real acceptance of who they really are before God. I bless you in his precious name.